everyone! Today I'm going over 5 inks to help you celebrate Valentine's Day. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. I know Valentine's Day can mean different things for each individual, but the way I like to see it is to take some time to celebrate yourself and show yourself some self-love. What better way is there than to grab some fountain pen inks and do some swatches and indulge in some discount chocolate. So in the spirit of love and Valentine's Day, all of my swatches today will be in the shape of a heart. The very first ink we have here is called Rouille d'encre from Herbin. I started writing J. Herbin for Jack Herbin, but the label doesn't have a J on there, but I'm pretty sure it's the same company. It translates to rusty anchor in French, or anchor rust. So once you hear the name, this color makes sense. When you lay it down on paper first, it doesn't look that appealing, but once it dries, it is a beautiful pale pink, similar to a dusty rose. I will say though, I did find this ink to be quite dry, which is kind of a disappointment for me, but I still really enjoy the color. The next ink that I'm going to swatch is called Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and it was created by Wearingeul. They are a pretty new Korean ink brand. This ink is a bright magenta that has a bit of gold sheen to it, and I think it gives a nice royal effect to it. I found this ink to be very smooth on the Tomoe River paper, so it was quite a joy to lay down. This is the first time I'm trying an ink from this brand, but I'm really intrigued and would love to add more of their inks to my collection. If you have tried this brand and have a color that you'd like to recommend, please leave it in the comments below. The third ink on this list is by Dominant Industry. It is part of the Pearl series and is called Sunset. I still can't get over how wonderful these bottles are. They're so much fun. This ink is a shimmer ink, and it is a light pastel purple with tones of pink and blue in it. I feel like it's a really fun and fairy tale-like color, but it also reminds me of the sun setting and the sky. And there's something just so romantic and calming about that. So I'm using a 2mm calligraphy nib right now, but I do find that when I use this ink in my finer pens, like pens with fine nibs, it's a little harder to read because the ink is so light. So I've been using it in broad nib pens or double broad just so I can see the variation better. Whoops, what did I look at that as? Alright, moving on to the next ink, we have one of the bottles from the Diamine Inkvent 2022 calendars. This one is called Cosy Up, and it is a standard red ink. It's definitely a paler red, but I wanted something less intense for a cheery and light Valentine's Day. I don't have too much to say about this ink right now. I currently have it inked in a Pilot Kakuno medium nib, and it writes well, not too dry, not absurdly wet. It's pretty standard. Okay, so the last ink that we're going to swatch is from Monteverde. It is called Pumpkin Cake and is part of their Sweet Life line. I did not enjoy this ink. Well, here's the thing. I got it and it was fine. It's a pretty nice brown, but I think I wanted something lighter. And then eventually I noticed that the cap was really hard to screw off, and what happened was that the ink would get really crusty to the point where I couldn't remove the cap, and I actually ended up throwing the cap away, thinking that I would transfer the ink to a different bottle and everything would be fine. I was kind of concerned about mold for a little bit, and then I never got a new bottle. I am inking up pens with it to pretty much just use up the rest of the ink, but not going to put it in my more precious pens right now. But as of this moment, it's the only ink in my collection that looks like chocolate, so we're adding that here. That's all for now, everyone. I hope you prepare to enjoy the sound of crinkling Tomoe River paper. And I hope you have a beautiful Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching.